Hello guys and welcome to a farming simulator money tutorial. Now this tutorial is for Xbox One and PS4 users. I don't know if it works on PC. It can, but one thing I do have to say for this is I have seen many of these out there. When I do see them, everyone does it on easy. What people don't understand is easy gives you more money. So I'm going to be doing this on normal. You can do it on hard, a lot less money, but I'm just going to do it on normal. I'm going to be doing it on Bjorn Helm, not Westridge Hills, because that's just the map I like out of the two. Now there is a third map, I don't have that one. I might be doing a money tutorial for all three maps, because there might be different ways of getting money on each map. Now there are ways. This way is not going to be the buy a whole bunch of placeables and then sit there and let your Xbox or PS4 or whatever go on and on and on. No, this is actually going to be a logging technique. Now, many of you might already know what I'm talking about, but the numbers of money I'm going to be telling you that you're going to be receiving here is going to be accurate for a normal based game. If you play on easy, they're going to be higher. If you're playing on hard, they're going to be lower. We're not going to do the tutorial here. It's pretty much what you're going to want to do when you first spawn in to your world is switch over, get on your harvester, because you are going to have to sell all your vehicles and all your stuff in order to get enough money, but you're not going to get enough money on normal. Now on easy you will, because you also are going to take out a loan. So you're going to get your harvester going, harvesting up the field. Now on top of that, you're going to head over, and as I was saying, the loan, you're going to drive over here. Oh, sorry. You do want to turn your setting down to real time, missions to whatever, and withering off, because if you do want to continue this world, that's why I'm playing on normal, then you can, theoretically. So go over here, this is the ATM on this map, many people don't know it. Now just borrow as much money as you possibly can. Don't worry, you'll be able to pay this back later. It will be super easy. Now once you've done that, now the whole selling everything, you're not going to want to sell everything. You're going to want to keep the harvester, a tractor, and the trailer. Now everything else you're going to want to sell, because one, you're going to need as much money as possible. Now what a lot of people don't know, and I think they don't do in videos that I see out there, is notice how you get a lot more money here for selling it, but when you go to your garage, notice how you're only getting $18,000. Now this is the $18,000 tractor. Just want to make sure you guys see that, and it's not the other one. Okay, so it gives you $18,000 in the store, but here it gives you, I'm pretty sure, $20,000. Now that's a lot more. So you're going to take all your stuff and drive it over there. That way we can get there. Now, I'm going to sell everything, and we are going to be right back. See you in a sec. Okay, now that we're back, we're going to get on this tractor. Now the harvester is just about done, so we're going to finish picking up all the stuff. You are going to have to sell a lot of crops. Now I'm going to show you how to do it once over. Come on, harvester. Oh, you got to be difficult for the video. But you are going to have to sell pretty much everything in your silo. You're not going to have to sell the sugar beets or the potatoes, but you are going to have to sell your canola, your corn, your barley, and all your wheat, including this field and what's in your silo. Now, I recommend to go to the grain elevator on this map. Depends on the other two maps, because this is for this map. If you want, I will make two separate money tutorials for those two maps, but for now this is just in general. You will have to kind of play around with this yourself on those two maps. If you are playing on this map, go to the grain elevator because it's near field 30. I recommend you grow barley there. Also, once you do start getting into the farming aspect of this game, once you've kind of acquired enough money you feel to get going, because this game does, at the very beginning, it does get a little bit hard if you aren't using placeables and you are just trying to rely on the crops. Crops themselves really don't pay an adequate amount unless you have pretty much every field owned and you're making crap done. But this is just to get you some startup costs so you can get those better harvesters and stuff, so you can kind of kickstart your business, per se. You are going to want to empty out all the stuff. The grain elevator, it's super close. I mean, I'm using it. I'm not looking at the figures of this place down in the right or down in the left or wherever you're selling your crop. You know, you could milk this theoretically and empty all your silos at the proper places to get the most amount of money. I'm not doing that for the sake of time, and I just want to show you pretty much where I do it. This is how I do it. You can alter this if you choose to, but this is pretty much just, I'm giving you the basics. From here, you can alter it however you want. You can take a little bit of money, buy a bigger trailer, empty your silo and all that, and, you know, spend a little bit more money and, you know, do a little bit more work. I really don't know how you... I do know how you can make this better. Yeah, sorry. I do know how you can make this better, is you could go to the proper places and get a little bit more money. For like canola, that pays 1,000 on normal. Now, yes, this is on normal again, guys, so the prices are going to be less than if they were on easy. So if you're looking at other money tutorials, watch carefully and see if they're on easy, normal, or hard. If they're on easy, 99% of all videos I see are on easy, which kind of skews if you're playing. Now, I'm not saying playing is wrong, that's just whatever. Okay, now that you've acquired all your money, you're going to head over to forestry. Again, this is a forestry method. You're not going to need anything. You want to buy the Scorpion King. Not the Buffalo, the Scorpion King. Now, you will need the stump cutter. You won't need any of these trailers, the planters, or any of that. You will eventually need the stump cutter, but I have yet to use that on my other worlds. My personal farm. So you are going to buy the Scorpion King. You are going to pick that up, and you're going to head over to the logging place. That's it. Lumber mill. Yeah, that's the word I was trying to come up with. So now that you have the Scorpion King, you're going to drive over there. I am going to show you the drive over there just in case you have trouble getting it over there or don't know where it is or any of that, or the roads there. But I am going to talk about some other stuff on our way over there. This Scorpion King does not work with every single tree. What I found, if you don't want to do this method, if you want to keep all your stuff and not sell it all, there is an alternative method for money. That is where you pretty much buy a chainsaw and take a tractor over here, just cut down trees and push them into the pond or the train stop. Now, yeah, you could eventually buy... I don't recommend buying the grabber that picks the logs up. It's personally, I find it a pain in the ass to do. I find this probably one of the easiest ways to make money and to do forestry. I mean, you can do, like, if you want to just do forestry, okay, I understand that, but for me, how I do forestry is I just use this. I do I will cut these into logs and kind of build big log piles. I won't immediately sell them. Fir trees are the only trees that work. Now you think, oh, poplar would work. No, fir trees. Yes, there are a ton of fir trees planted to my left, but you're not going to want to use those. You're going to want to plant some. Notice how I have 14,000, each tree is 7,000. You will actually make $36,000. Now, don't put them in the pond. You can put them in the pond, but you'll make less. Now, here's the thing. Go up to your left, up to the ramp. Now, you're straight ahead, pretty much. Now, the log area is to my right. We are going to have to drag the trees a little bit, that's fine. But up here, you can plant tons of trees, cut them all down, and it's great. Yeah, if you want the trees to your right, you can cut those down and sell those. The reason why you don't want to put the logs, your trees, into the pond is you make less. Yeah, you make a straight up, I don't know, like 14,000. You're pretty much doubling your money. But hey, how you get the 36 is you go to the train, you put it there. Now, you're not selling the entire tree. That's another thing. You can't. With this, unlike the tractor, the chainsaw method, you're cutting it into logs. Now, by cutting it into logs, you're actually making more money. This log here does give me a lot of trouble, so be warned, you can have this trouble. It could fall on the building or another tree. If you have a whole bunch of trees here, notice how I only have 2 trees. This is 1 tree, and it's caught on the building, so it's taking me some bit to get it unstuck. Not too long. This could happen to you. Now, the tractor and chainsaw method, you are not getting as much money as this method. Now, when you do this, take it over to the train. Don't take it over to the pond, because you'll get less money up front on the train, but once you send the train out, you will make a lot more money. Now, most people are like, how are you making more money this way than the tracker and chainsaw method? Well, you're actually cutting this into logs. But you could say, oh, well, I'm using the entire tree, and isn't that just one big log? Not necessarily. I don't know how it works or why it works, but with mods, you can get up to 9 meters a log, and you will make, I think, $10,000. Now, notice how I'm making a lot of money. I've pretty much already made back the money I spent on both trees. Now, you're going to be like, oh, well, this is going to take forever. That was only $14,000. Now, when you send the train off, you will see that it will go off, and it will take a little bit. Now, one thing I did, and I still do for some odd reason, is I'll take it back up here, and now you can plant trees all back here in that area, all up that hill, you know, all in there. You cut the trees down, and you just drag them down here, pull them in here. But what I've done in the past is I'll take a tree right here. Well, if the train is not here, the train will always be here, but if you send it off and you try to take a log down there, you can't sell it. So all your logs will sit there. So you'll be like, oh, why aren't my logs selling? Pretty much, you are going to, sorry here. I was looking at something. Anyway, you are gonna want to wait. You will have to push them in and out a few times. Now, this is how you get back up. This is kind of a ramp I found that I use. I mean, you could drive all the way around and follow the road. I don't do that. I don't recommend it. Kind of takes too long. But you just repeat this process as much as you want. You can pretty much spend all your money on trees, cut them down, take them over. You can do the pond while the train isn't here. I mean, I will recommend you do that. Now, that is this method. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, the Twitter is in the link, hopefully in the description. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more content. Peace out.